right, Kit, we're going on an adventure. Okay, Vindaloo, you ready? Lucy, you're staying here. At least I think so. All right, don't you be growl. Oh, that was Bert. Bert, don't you be growling at me. You're Lucy. You guys, you're not going. All right, we're going into a cave. Okay, you have not been tried and tested in other things in a cave. Okay, chill. Right. Also, we're going looking for stuff. But hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Lost Colony. I'm Phlinger, and you may have heard me talking to Lucy and Bert over there. Bert is a little upset. We're going into a cave. You're not going, dude? Sorry, not sorry. Lucy, Bert, once you get a good saddle, dude, we'll take you into these caves, man. I mean, seriously, actually, how much? Okay, you still need a little bit of levels, man. All right, but, yeah, so we're going into, okay, we're going to go get some loot. Also, I want to go see if we can go find a couple different things. I know, not super exciting, all right? Now, here, bear with me, all right? We need these things so we can get the exciting things, all right? We need, I know. You can hang your head in shame with me. We need an Oviraptor, all right? We do. We need one for the base. When I was hanging around, breeding up the Thylas the other day, I ended up getting 3 Udi eggs. That's all I have, is 3 Udi eggs. That's it. I've got no Argent eggs, but apparently I haven't been paying attention to the Argents. Who would have thought you had to pay attention to them to get eggs? My gosh. All right. I've got no anything, but the only thing I've got is the 3 Udi eggs that they laid while I was imprinting Thylas. So, hopefully we can tame an Oviraptor with those. All right, so we're going to go look for an Oviraptor. We're also going to go look for, I know. Before you click away, a Deodon. I know. We need one. We need a beefy one. We need a good one. A really good Deodon. I mean, we could also use the Moshpits, but we want to get a Desmo. And in order to get that, we need something with some high health that can, it can take a good beating. Also, once we're done with that, we need something we can hook up to the medical station in there and just literally drain its blood of everything it's worth. I'm just saying, all right? I mean, this is Lost Colony. Blood is everywhere. Snow and blood. That's really the theme of this, of this expansion. Snow and blood. If you don't have one, you're fighting for the other, all right? That's just the way it is, all right? I'm just saying. So, don't judge me. All right. But yeah, also another thing that I have noticed is every time I log out of the game, every time I close down to desktop and come back or reload this save file, my Solwyn thing resets. So I believe I've been waiting about 4 hours now. Yeah, that's fine. They said they fixed it, and they totally did fix it. So yeah, every time you do something like that, it just resets it. So it's an interesting fix. I mean, honestly, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. So yeah, hey, it's a little weird, but I mean, anything else is completely exploitable. So I can absolutely understand that. So let's put our hideaway. This is where I'm putting the. Okay, I need to get this. That's the fabricator. All right, thank you. Okay, so fabricator, stop getting in the way. All right, we are taking out, yeah, I did put Emerald Phoo and a Gloop over here. Yep, inside there. And we're not going to take out a, one of the Veilwinds right now. I mean, I do want to get another Solwyn as well. I want to see, if we can get, like, Lucy, she's very angry, apparently. But, she's good. She is very, very good. But I want to get a male Solwyn and then breed the living crap out of them, and which means we're going to have to go find ourselves a high-level Veilwind. So if we find ourselves a high-level Veilwind, all right, you got to say it with me. A high-level Veilwind. Yeah, there you go. Just like that. In that tone. Everybody, with me. 1, 2, 3. High-level Veilwind. All right. And then once we have that, then we can go do that. Now that I'm done being stupid, let's go do a bunch of things. Because I'm sorry I made you say that. I cringed with you, just so you know. All right. Yeah. Yeah, so let's go do this. Bam. There we go. And there we go. Also, we have the Argent in our pocket. Just Man, I love those refreshing metal bits right there. I've gotten so much metal just off parking pebbles there. So much metal. There's 2 metal spawns that respawn right there. And Pebbles is right in between them. The moment they respawn, Pebbles is at them. It's like, I mean, seriously, she's going to become like this weird neurotic mess over there. It's like, you know, is metal up, metal up, metal up, metal up, metal up, metal up. It's not up yet. It's not up yet. It's not. There it is. Get it. And then that's exactly it. Then once it's done, she's like, whew, I can breathe for a moment. Bubbles, 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 my bubbles. Yeah, exactly. That's the way it is. All right. So, yeah, you know. Okay, once again, I'm cringing with you. Just remember, that's the theme. I'm cringing with you. Okay, so yeah, let's get over to the Desmo cave. We've already got it marked, and let's go see if we can go get some loot from over there. And then, of course, along the way, we're going to, you know, we're going to be... Hello. Hi. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Okay. And level 50. It is what it is. You know, I love how fast you go when you can bounce off the walls like that. And then you can just refly. And then you can come out right next to another Rex. 90, never mind. All right, I have noticed this little spot right here. Right down from that section over there. I mean, like right here. Pretty good spot for Rexes. I mean... Yeah, I mean, it's not the best, but, you know, there are Rexes that do spawn over here. Quite regularly from every time I've come by. So, yeah. And, of course, the game goes and proves me wrong. Good job, game. You know, touche, I guess. All right, so, yeah, 2 Rexes. Yep, yep. Is what it is. All right, let's get over to the Desmo Cave. Also, I do want to see if we can spot our, you know, our quarry along the way. And those are not it. Yeah, we need Deodons and Microraptors. Although Microraptors will probably have to head out into the early stages of the tundra, you know, over by the starting spots in order to be able to get those. So, yeah, that could be pretty good. And these cliffs can actually have a bunch of things just hidden on them. And once again, game's like, nah, nothing's hiding here, man. Okay, that was cave lag. Okay, and I have noticed even my system tends to lag at certain spots when I'm going through here. And what I can gather is it's loading the caves without going into the caves. As I pass by a big cave, it's like, yeah, we're such a big, massive cave. We're going to lock up your system for like 3 to 10 seconds while we load this sucker because we know about you and you're coming in here and you're going to come try to pilfer our loot. And, oh, you're just passing by? Oh, never mind. Oh, you know what? Take another 10 seconds of load lag. Exactly, that's what it does. Alright, here, this should be the cave. Yeah, see, this right here. This is the lag. The cave entrance right here. Alright, let's see if we can get some loot in here. Now, I've been in here a few times. One of the easiest ways to come in here and get this loot, and I'll show you. I am busy, Mr. Freeze your butt off, dudes. Alright, can you guys please stop with the crackle and the snap and the pop? Please, thank you. Alright, this cave right here, I have it marked as Desmo Cave. This is actually, the Desmo Cave entrance is actually the easiest one. That is 82.1, 73 point, yeah, 73.5. And it's, here, actually, I'll show you here really quick. This is why it's like the easiest way to find it. It's because it's like this massive temple over here where, when you are coming out this way through this, you know, huge Gothic style architecture, which is amazing, by the way. I mean, I love this kind of stuff. You come out and then look up and bam, there's a massive cathedral just kind of sitting right here, right at that location. I said earlier that I've already forgot. Yeah, also there's an Argent there. Yeah. There's usually a bunch of stuff fighting there, but yeah, I'm not sure. The Argent may or may not be on your playthrough when you're going. I mean, results may vary, I guess I should say. Usually there's like a Rex eating something outside there, which is kind of good in its own right. All right, now when you come down inside this cave, through that way, there's a loot drop right over here. Chance of one. It's like right here in this little spot right here. And I've seen this one up to yellow. I mean, pretty good. Right? Pretty good. All right. And then there's another one down over here. And now, if you're on a flyer, I would recommend don't go up towards the ceiling. Because Desmodus are up there. Not a few Desmodus either. A lot of Desmodus. So be very, very careful. I am not liable for your lack of living after, you encounter a Desmodus up there. I'm just saying, you've been warned. If you die, not my fault. Okay, and then down over here, as you go down through this way, there could be a loot spawn right here. Yeah, there we go. Yellow drop right there. Yellow drop ahoy. Okay, and see, there's bats right up there. There's a lot of Onyx. There's a lot of Desmodus in here. Quite a few Onyx, actually. Come to... Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let me see. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about. That's really not what I'll keep that. That's just too much weight right now. Angler gel. Where would you get angler gel on this map? Okay, but also, we got kibble chowder. That's good stuff. And a single narcotic. It's like, this is all you get. Have a shot on me. All right, so now when you're done with there, this is the upper section. Right there, that's the upper section. To get down, you either need a flyer or a thyla. Or a Solwyn. All right, now you're going to come down like this. Now, you notice there's bats up there. All right, see all those bats? Mr. Scorpion, I am busy here. Thank you. All right, now you can really start to notice the Desmodus kind of hanging out up around. Okay, it doesn't look like all the Desmodus. Oh, there's one. Okay, we have a bad selection of Desmodus today. All right, but also there's Onyx. And the Onyx, from what I gather, the Onyx on this map have a very increased chance of giving you rabies. Once again, you've been warned. If you get the rabies, enjoy. You know, it's just a great way of seasoning your survivor for things that are about to eat it. It's fine. Okay, so now you want to come out like this. If you're on your flyer, do this. If you're on a thyla, just walk out. But on a flyer, you want to go to this edge right here and immediately go down. Yeah. That way there, we only got one aggro of one Onyx. And there is a way to kind of lead them a little bit so where they're not hitting you, but you're hitting them. Come here. Come here. Come here. See this? I'm hitting him, but he's not hitting me. That's if you can do that if you got like one or two of them. I would not try that with more than one or two because they will like catch up to you and be like, yeah, we know your games. You're dinner now. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of bugs in here, so bring your frogs. Have a good time. All right, but yeah, there could be a loot spawn right here on this. Right there. Right there. Okay. And then also there can be a loot spawn. Onyx are coming down a little bit further. There can be one, I believe, over here on this side. Yeah, right over here, there can be one. And then... Alright, this level's gonna drive me nuts if I don't claim it. Okay, 4,000 stamina. That's good. Let's get... There we go. Nailed it. Alright, now there can be one right down through here. Yeah, there can be one right back here. Loot drop right here. And that one I've seen can be, I believe, all the way up to red. It can be blue, yellow, or red. So, yeah. I don't think I've seen a purple. You go through this way. Avoiding the spiders. And right out here in the middle of this... I wait for the straggler to show up. Thank you. Alright, there can be another one right out over here. Although, also, be careful because there's Megalosaurus in here. So if you're on it... Really? You know, it specifically says that the little tiny things don't want to fight me in that talent. It's not working. Okay, let's reread it again. Instead of attacking or fleeing, wild small creatures will follow you. Those ones are eating me. Okay, but yeah, there can be one right over here. Right over here inside of here, so you got to pay attention. And the Onarch are coming down a little bit, so I want to make sure. And then also way back... through this way. Down through... right underneath the... Wait, no. That is not the right one. Yeah, through these bits over here. Hello. Right over back here can be another one. Okay, no luck right here. But yeah, it'll be like right here in this water. It's a really good source of loot. Now, I would imagine there's probably some up on the walls, but I've been looking quite often, and I have not seen a single one on the walls in any of the landing spots up there. And if there was... I would just go get it and then get out of Dodge, get out of the cave as quick as possible because you would have a swarm of bats following you. I'm going to go explore this section over here because I didn't realize there was a section right here. I've been in this cave several times and I haven't seen this. Are there bats on this section? Probably. Not seeing any just yet. I don't like the narrow corridors here. Just another exit? What is that? Oh, this is an exit. Okay. Oh. This comes out over here. Okay, this is right where I wanted to go, too. Hey! Hey, we're way down here. Hey, at my cave mark spot. Yeah, I spotted this cave a while back. Now I know where it comes out. All right, hey, awesome. That's the same cave. I will probably not use that exit very often. But hey, that's awesome. Okay, and by the way, that location is at 98.5, 76.1. Let's go see if we can go find ourselves a Deodon. And or an Oviraptor, or maybe, I mean, honestly, if we could take the two and like mush them together and make them so much more viable, that would be excellent. That's not a Deodon. I know. I'm going to go up to a spot where I... Hold on, is this... Oh, that's tempting. That's really tempting to do that resource node. The XP for resource nodes, that's where the hidden treasure is. I mean, especially on the gamma ones. Oh, yeah. I went from level 76 to 82. I mean, no, 81 on one gamma node. And yeah, it's just insane XP. Granted, Ocidons and Spinos were part of the enemies. They did chew on me a little bit. I gave them a leg, but, you know, I've since learned to grow accustomed to it. So it's fine. It's fine. I have the XP. They have the leg. It's good. All right, but yeah, I've got a couple spots up here that I have been checking out. Matter of fact, check 1 and check 2. We're going to mark those up. And then we're going to go see if we can get that. And then we'll head back to the Desmo Cave on the way back. And see if any of the loot spawned. Because it didn't look like the loot had fully spawned by the time I was there. Although it's been a minute since I've been there. It's been probably in-game time. Probably about 8 hours of in-game time. Or of real lifetime in this save. Since I've been there. So it's more than enough time for them to spawn, but yeah. Marksman's Hold, avoid that. That's another one over there. Two Marksman's Hold right next to each other. Okay, this could get dangerous. The named ones will shoot at you. Okay. And we're alive. Yay. I will take 1 living, please. Thank you. All right. Let's get up here to these ones and go see if there's any Deodons up here. I may have to hang out in this area for a little bit just to see if things spawn. Theres, zone wall, elephants, more Theres. Oh, what level are these Theres? 25, 60, bats, that's a rock. Rhino. Wolf. Tree. Water. Water into rock. Arno. But yeah, the area right up here between check 1 and check 2, this right here, from what I've noticed, is a amazing way of actually farming Managarms and Rexes. So if you want them, all you do is literally run between check 1 and check 2, and check 1 and check 2. And by the time you go over to there, that'll respawn. By the time you go over there, that'll respawn. And it just back and forth. Right now, yes, this is my first time on this playthrough. I actually discovered that on my Foo Fighters server. This is my first time on this playthrough. Doesn't look like anything spawned, so I'm just going to hang out in the area right here for probably about 10 minutes and see if things respawn. All right, see you guys in just a few minutes. Let's see what respawns. You know, while I'm sitting here waiting, you know, I realized I named the other one Emerald Phoo. This one right here, I totally could have named Emerald Phoo. All right, so thanks for spawning. I could have named this one Emerald Phoo and then the other one Frozen Phoo. Actually, that would have made more sense. I may end up doing that. But yeah, Yudi's spawning. And I may run around on Thyla Yeah, there's Rexes. Yeah, right there. Like clockwork, Rexes. 20, 85. And, of course, loot. This is a gamma one, right? It's green. Yeah, gamma. So tempting. I've got the Thyla armor for it. I just need to level up the Thyla army. Ceratosaurus. There's pigs. 100. 50. I know, so I'm trying to tame pigs here. Pigs died, didn't they? Yeah, the pigs died, but... now we know where they spawn. Ooh, Ocelot. Oh, 15. Okay, no baby. Ocelot, from what I've noticed, are actually a little bit rarer over here. So, yeah. Let's get up on here on edge, heal ourselves, then cryo you. Okay, so apparently we got aggro down below. Not sure how that happened. I don't even think it could see us. Really? That was a cool sound, dude. Do that again. No, again. No, not that one. Oh, dude, you're making curlicues in the snow. That's talent. And now you're dead. Level 90 Deodon. Okay, once we find one that's probably about 130 or higher, we're just gonna pull out the Argent and take it home. All right, my check 1 location is 69.8, 99.4, right on the edge of the zone border. And then let's get over to check 2. And this is the other spot. I'm just running between these two, and this has been, so far, it's been an amazing method of just getting things to spawn. This is like a little mosh pit right here. And also, there's resource caches here, so if you want to farm them as well, which is an amazing sort of source of XP. Here, Rex. All right. 15. Rex. 130, but it's almost dead. Yeah, that 145 Trek's getting it. Deodon. 50, okay. Whoa, hello. What level are you? Come here, butt. 60, okay. $130 Rex. I'm gonna leave you alive. I mean, you're gonna end up being dead anyway. If I tried knocking you out right now, you'd die. Hello. Just gotta keep bleeding him every time he lands. He'll eventually die. Stupid Capro. That's a lot of vultures. What level are you? 90. That means you're most likely 90. Yeah. Okay. Capro's gotta die. Oh, Ocedon. Alright, come here, dude. Alright. Ocedons are fantastic XP, by the way. Where? Really? Okay, fine. I didn't want to eat you anyway. Uties are the problem in this area, though. Let's see. That. Circle around. Q. Stay on your butt. No, Yudi, I'm on your butt. You're not allowed to turn. Thank you. I'm so glad that Yudi was not an ambi turner. That was so nice of him. Okay. He's still hanging around. Come on. You know? Oh, that would be why. To make sure I don't throw too much of that stuff away. I'm running low on it in the base, so when I get back there, maybe I'll just go do dedicated help runs. Oh, don't go. Don't go. Rock! Thank you. Let's get back over to check one. Yeah, this spot right over here, it's just a little mosh pit. And they're both, the entire area is, I mean, you go from one to the other, and there's just a bunch of stuff here. I do with a little bit less Capro, but, you know, it is what it is. Strike, raptor. Alright, found one. This one is 145. He's an ugly little turd, but you know what? We're gonna get him. I've got enough meat on me that we can just... Wait, hold on. What? Stop! Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Okay, cut. Oh, really? Thank you. We'll just tape him up here. Can we actually... Okay. Now there's a Managarm flying around here that actually has aggro on me, so be very careful with that. Alright, let's see. Oh, we're within range. Oh, man, okay. There's that resource node over there, so we can't... Okay, this is fun. There's the Managarm. That's where he went. I see you, little jerk. Alright, let's see. Just drop all this. As far as I know, I believe this guy's like level 20. Which is weird. I haven't found a Managarm over level, I believe, 100. Okay, so he's stuck. Stop hitting me, dude. Not like he's gonna listen, but hey. Alright, dude, this is most annoying. Come on. Now you're getting pretty bloody. Level 90, okay. There was that Deodon over there. Okay, we can put it down here. Okay. Okay. Leave you here. Let's see if we can find that Deodon again. Is that you? I believe it is. Alright, gotcha! Really, dude? I thought it was a Managarm that smacked me. It was just that dude having a bad day. Okay, alright, that's cool. I'm about to have a really bad day, dude. I don't know. Oh. Let that torpor kick in a little bit. I really need to craft a magnifying glass. Just let that go for a bit. That's it. Okay. That should do it. Let's get away from you, so where Mana Garb doesn't hit. Come on, Dodo. Today. Thank you. Alright, so yeah, Deodon accomplished for now, if it comes up. I mean, with all the Mana Garbs flying about, you never know. But yeah, if we get this guy, then we can fly back through the loot cave, and then we can go look for an Oviraptor. That would be awesome. Alright, I think we're probably gonna need narcotics for this guy. I don't have any narcotics, so it looks like we're picking berries. Alright. Wish me luck. Alright, so got one narcotic. You can eat that. And we got 34 berries. Yeah, berries aren't coming fast over here. I'm just saying. All right, so there we go. And get all that. There you go. It's not going to give you a lot of torpor, but really all we have to do is just give you enough to, you know, counterbalance it a little bit. Because he's right at the edge. So, all right, so but I've been going out and getting more prime meat. Just kind of back and forth doing it. And I gotta admit, this mosh pit, I mean, there is absolutely a mosh pit on Lost Colony, which is so cool. I mean, quite a few different maps haven't had mosh pits. This one absolutely does have a mosh pit, and it is great. Now, what I mean by mosh pit, if this is your first time ever hearing the term, it means that things here have a very fast respawn, which means that if you're, say, like, you're right here on this area, you clear out, you know, like, say, from here, this little block right here, you know, everything, like, right here, there's a lot of different things that spawn here. You clear them out, and then you move over to this area, and you clear this one out. By the time you're done with here, come back here, this area is fully spawned, and with all sorts of new stuff. Then you go back here, repeat, 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 repeat. And, of course, come on. All right, finally, I have fended off like 15 Mana Garbs in the time that it took this guy to tame up. Holy crap. They just keep coming over from all over the place. We're going to call you Bloodbait. Nah, that's just dark. That's evil. That's mean. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Hopefully that'll do. All right, let's see. I bet. How much do I bet we get attacked by Mana Garb while we're here? Just chilling out, looking at a pig. All right. That'll do. Okay, that's not bad. 85, 86 on the health department. Not too bad. All All right, let's get your food all the way up before we get you back to base. But yeah, we got to head back over through that cave, go see if we can get some loot, and then maybe go see if we can go get ourselves an Oviraptor. And of course, I got attacked by an Oviraptor. I mean, by a Managarb. Just while I'm sitting here waiting again. I swear, these guys just all over the place. If you want Managarbs, this is where you come to get them. Oh, man. Okay, now that the Managarbs are out of here, let's just get out of here. Holy crap. And by the way, we ended up getting attacked by another 2. And, oh, really? Dude. All right. Thank you. Actually, anything on you? Nah. All right. Quickly before more Managarbs show up. All right, let's go back to Desmo Cave, and then we'll see what all we can get. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can find anything good in here. All right, so I see no loot, but I'm not sure how I did it, but I had that Desmo over there aggroed on me, and he's still aggroed on me. All right, let's get out of here. But no loot's respawned, which is very unfortunate. Kind of sucks, actually. All right, let's get out of here. But we still have our head attached to our shoulders. And I think that's positive, right? I mean, no loot, but we live. Is that really living, though? I mean, really? All right, so back at base. Let's actually take and let's put the Deodon in here. It's where he starts getting some levels. It won't be as fast as the other thing, but it still is. It's decent. All right, we got a Guanon saddle. We got a Carno saddle blueprint. There we are. And we also got electric prod. It's not bad. All right, I need to definitely organize the base. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Also need to repair this. All right. There we go. Now we're back to get ready. We're ready to get back into the fight. Nice. Turn that off. All right, but I do think that's probably where I'm going to end it. I mean, Frozen Phoo ended up getting a... Really? I swear, I am just tormented by Managarbs. I swear. Alright. Nobody takes down a tree in my town unless it's my chainsaw. Come on. All right, but hey, I think that's probably where I'm going to end it for today. So yeah, I mean, it was one heck of a journey. We verified the mosh pit, which is awesome. And yeah, we also got our Deodon. We got a little bit of loot, not a lot. But yeah, I think I just need to, just spend a long time inside that cave. Because it doesn't seem to respawn when nobody's inside it, at least not on a single player. So, yeah. Why are you after Bert? What did Bert do to you? Bert, what have you been doing to the locals, dude? Alright, but hey, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. I really appreciate it. If you're new around here, subscribe. And until next time, this is Phlinger, taking down a Managarm. And take it easy, everybody. Yeah, you better go bleed over there. Alright, take it easy, everybody. Holy crap, that's a 145. Okay, we're gonna have to leave her for another episode. Alright, take it easy, everybody.